Now for a special kind of vector called a unit vector. One thing to remember in math is that the word unit refers to the number 1. So it's kind of like when we were working with the unit circle, meant that the radius was 1. Here a unit vector means it's a vector that has a magnitude of 1. So they're kind of nice vectors to work with. We have a formula for finding that. So this is the formula for a unit vector in the direction of some vector v. And we'll do an example of that right now. The vector v that they're wanting us to work with is 3, -1. So if we want to find a unit vector that's in this direction, so it's going the same direction as that one, but it's only got a length of 1 when all is said and done. So call our unit vector u. And remember to keep putting these little half arrows over all of the vectors just to indicate that they are vectors. Then we're going to plug it in as is, so it's have just the vector on the top of the fraction, 3, -1, and then divide that by its magnitude, which in this case, we always use that little formula, but in this case it's 3 squared plus -1 squared. So we set it up in that way. Good idea to simplify that magnitude first of all. That'll be square root of 10. We'll just leave it like that. We won't worry about decimal numbers or anything. And then we should split that up between the two components because we want to have it in a vector form. So we want to have it all in the pointy brackets. So 3 over square root of 10, comma, -1 over square root of 10. Remember that anytime we have a root in the denominator, we want to simplify that by multiplying top and bottom by square root of 10. So then to have it in its simplest form, this would end up looking like 3 square root of 10 over 10, negative square root of 10 over 10, all inside the pointy brackets. And the idea here is that this vector is going in the same direction as this original one we have, but this has only got a length of 1. So if you were to go back and take the magnitude, do the first component squared plus the second component squared, square root that, it should be equal to 1. We're not going to do that in this video. You can do that if you are really curious.